Okay, so tomorrow we have the new Masters of the Universe movie coming out, and I've been pretty hyped for this one. So we're going to go back and check out and talk about Masters of the Universe in 1987. Let's go.
Now I wish I hadn't created it. Skeletor wants me killed, so I can't make another one. If he knew I had this prototype.
What is it? What does it do?
I call it the Cosmic Key.
All right, so to set the scene of this review, I've never seen this movie before. I have watched some of the cartoons as a kid, not massively. Where my kind of nostalgia comes from is actually the action figures. My uncles, at least a few of them, probably liked this movie because they had the toys. They had the action figures from the 80s. It was this and Return of the Jedi and Thundercats and all of that kind of stuff. So naturally, as a kid, I was growing up playing with those toys, and that has brought a load of nostalgia. I like older stuff. 80s, 70s, and 80s is my era of movies, and so naturally, I've always avoided this one because all I've heard is bad things and the cheesy stuff. But I liked this movie a lot. There's a massive amount of reasons why, which we're going to go into. And I know it's cheesy. I know it's cheesy. I know the effects are dated. I know the acting isn't great. But you know what? This movie has some serious charm. And yeah, let's get right into this. Masters of the Universe, released in 1987, based on the Masters of the Universe franchise by Mattel. The film was directed by Gary Goddard, produced by Yoram Globus and Menahem Golan. I think I pronounced those names right. Written by David Odell. It stars Dolph Lundgren, Frank Langella, Courtney Cox, James Tolkien, Christina Pickles, and Meg Foster, with supporting roles by Billy Barty, John Cypher, Chelsea Field, and Robert Duncan McNeil. The film follows two teenagers who meet He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, who travels to Earth with his friends Man-at-Arms and Teela to stop the arch-enemy evil Skeletor from obtaining a cosmic key that will enable him to take over their home planet Eternia and the entire universe. And like I said, this movie is cheesy. It's corny. It's the lowest budget 80s. It's a rip-off of a ton of movies. But it was fun. I really like the practical effects, the makeup and costumes. Even the music is a complete rip-off of so many things, but it works. And this movie is just a sense of adventure that is kind of missed these days. So you get these opening credits, and there's a little bit of exposition about Castle Grayskull and Skeletor. And then we get these opening credits that is just a straight up rip-off of Superman the movie. Then we get this other music transition in, and it's a complete rip-off of Star Wars as Skeletor walks in through the throne room through his stormtrooper-like soldiers. But what I like here is you're dropped into the middle of a story. It's like a serialized story, very much like A New Hope opens up, where you're dropped in the middle of something and it's all going on, and there's no sort of context to what's happening. You have to kind of figure it out for yourself and who these people are. Now, I will say the fight sequences are pretty poorly executed. They're very close up, and you can tell that they are very kind of like amateur and like just not very well done. The acting from Dolph Lundgren, who plays He-Man, is pretty poor. Like, he pretty much grunts most of the time and sort of grumbles his words out in a very Stallone kind of performance. Like when Stallone played some of his worst like action movies and he didn't have very good dialogue, like it's a similar thing. I like Dolph Lundgren, but he's never been in great movies apart from like Rocky 4. And I'll give him Expendables as well. what is weird is like the first act of the movie feels like a third act because there's this climactic battle almost in the castle of Grayskull in the throne room, and it's like, oh, we're at the third act already. But no, I mean this film's over 2 hours long. There's a lot of rough effects. The blasters, I'm gonna call them blasters because they are a straight rip-off of blasters. The blasters look good, like the laser bolts look cool. I love how he can deflect the bullet, the laser blasts as well with his sword, and even the sword has lightsaber sounds. I'm not even kidding. Even in the third act, with the last battle with Skeletor, there are lightsaber sounds.
Final battle!
Courtney Cox is in this. Like, I didn't recognize her at first, and then my wife, who's a massive Friends fan, was like, "That's Courtney Cox," and I'm like, no, and it can't be. What? Really weird. It was like seeing Jennifer Aniston in, I think it was Leprechaun, was like her first role. So it's kind of weird seeing them two do their first roles. It's just a weird thing. I love how Skeletor essentially sends bounty hunters to chase them down, and it's very reminiscent of Empire Strikes Back. Again, I love the design of those creatures. All the costumes and the creatures and the practical makeup and all of that is just so good. It also reminds me of Infinity War, where Thanos had his like minions, right, that went to go and get the stones or whatever. Also Strickland. Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future is in this movie, essentially playing a very similar character, and at one point even has a shotgun like he does in Back to the Future 2. Like, I was expecting him to turn around and call He-Man a slacker. Tons of Burger King product placement in this as well. Also, I love that some of this is set, like there's a shootout in a music store, an instrument store. Like there's guitar amps and guitars around. It's just like, it's cool. Like when you get that, like it just happened to be in that, and it's just so 80s. It's amazing. The colors are so vibrant. The music is just ridiculous. And the logic in this film makes no sense whatsoever. Like, they literally are chasing this plot device, which is this cosmic key that can open up portals to anywhere. And that's what Skeletor's trying to get. That's what He-Man's trying to keep hold of. And they hook up a keyboard, like a musical keyboard, to this key. And it just, like they hook this up to a magical key. Like, this thing shouts at me if I put it in USB 2.0. It's like, this has to be USB 3.0. Like, how? how does that work? But it's the 80s. It's fine, right? But he's there like, portal opens. They're back home. Way! This is actually stupid. It's so funny. Also, Skeletor comes out this portal onto Earth in like what seems like a parade float. Fine. The battle between He-Man and Skeletor, like I said, there were essentially lightsaber sounds. Courtney Cox's character gets shot with like pink lightning, Emperor style, and then she's injured, and then Skeletor falls down a hole like the Emperor, and that looks bad, by the way. Like, if you that effect was terrible. That kind of perspective thing of him falling down doesn't look great. But the ending rips off Back to the Future because Courtney Cox's character comes back and her parents are alive again, and she's like, "Don't go on that flight," because they died in a plane crash. Like, yeah, and it just completely rips off the ending of Back to the Future. You can't write this shit. But yeah, I mean, like, I enjoyed every second of it. That's what was mad. I was like, the whole time I was like, I shouldn't like this movie. I should be slamming this movie. I should be cringing, but I'm not. I was like, I can't give this film 4 stars on Letterboxd. I can't say this film is cinema worthy, but it is. Like, if I went to see this film tonight in the cinema, I would have had a great time. What is wrong with me? Now I'm doubting my entire life. I enjoyed it. It was stupid, fun, but entertaining, corny, very camp, but just reminded me of why I love 80s movies, because it is just the ultimate 80s cringe. Like, it's mad. You watch movies that are bad like this in the 90s and they're just bad. Same with the 2000s, but there's something about a bad 80s movie that just works. It's like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's awful, but it's good. That's why all these slasher sequels, like, you still watch them. Like the Elm Street movies. Like, the sequels aren't that great, other than Dream Warriors. But then Dream Warriors is also kind of like that. It's like, it shouldn't be good. I shouldn't be enjoying this movie, but I am. But yeah, I give this one, I say this one, guys, it's cinema worthy. It's kind of bizarre. And then tomorrow we're about to watch a new one, so I'm kind of interested to see how I feel about that. I kind of feel like this one's going to be better. I don't know. Guys, what do you think of this movie? Are you shocked by my response? Do you love it as much as I do? Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on this movie, and I will see you with tomorrow's review for the new Masters of the Universe. It will drop later in the evening, UK time, because I'm going to see it around 6 o'clock UK time. So, going to do that. And on Friday, I'm going to be watching the new Scary Movie as well. So, I look forward to bringing you that as well. Guys, I'll see you real soon with the next one. Take care of yourselves. I cannot believe I love this movie. What the fuck?